Share I tell una say good news no dey trend about Nigeria. Hey guys, una no go believe wetin I wan tell una now. You will not believe it. Like I came across this news, my head swell up. You understand? I personally I was like, no, 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 no. This thing cannot be true. That's what I was telling myself. This thing can never be true. That's what I told myself. I now started doing my own findings. It's a complicated update. It's a complicated news because different sources will give different things. But I want to ask you a question. Why will Nigeria be thrown in the midst of this kind of news? That's why I keep telling you, they are manipulating and playing with people. You understand? They are manipulating and playing with people. Now, there is a breaking news that is trending. It's not even trending. Let me not say it's trending because good news doesn't trend about Nigeria. Only negative things will be trending about Nigeria. So, allegedly, Nigeria is currently the third fastest growing economies in the world. The third. You'll be surprised when I show you the list. You won't believe countries that Nigeria is growing better than. You will not believe to see the countries that Nigeria economy is doing better than. By the time we go through this list now, many of you will be shocked. You will not believe that this Nigeria that everybody is looking down on, the Nigeria where everybody they shit on, everybody won't talk any rubbish about, you will not believe the kind of countries Nigeria is doing better than them. So I'm begging you, if you know they watch my videos finish, I beg, watch this one. Take your time, watch this video because it will shock many of you. You will not believe it. I myself, I did not believe it. I believe in Nigeria. I love Nigeria so much. But the things that are happening, the things I'm seeing, no, 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 no. I did not believe it can be to this extent. You get the point? So calm down and relax. So IMF has a list that is currently, I discovered that list, even though it is not trending. Why? Because it's a good thing for Nigeria. If it was a negative thing, it would be on all the blogs, on all the social media platforms. Everybody will be shouting, everybody will be dropping it here and there. But because this one is rather speaking well, it is not trending. And of course, that's why my platform at Gym has that legacy that we always post only positive content about Africa, about Nigeria, content that will bring us glory, content that will make us feel proud and love our continent and believe in our continent. That's the difference we bring to the table, and that's why we stand out unique on the social media space. So there's a current list by IMF that has been on the internet now. I just saw it out there and I'm asking myself, why is this list out and why is the list not trending? We'll talk about the list and how people are reacting to the list. So it is basically the list of the fastest growing economies in the world in 2025. The most current. Now be careful because a lot of you will go searching for the fastest growing economies in the world in 2025. Probably you will see updates of February, you will see updates of March, different months, different period of time, and you will see different kind of lists without Nigeria on those lists. You will see lists without Nigeria, and you will not see where those lists are coming from. You will not see the source. You will see a lot of websites that are giving their own, just trying to make Africa look like it's not important. Meanwhile, you will see other websites that will put a ton of African countries and act as if all the fastest growing economies in the world are in Africa. You see other lists that put America as number one. But there's this particular list by the IMF that I believe should be the list we should focus on. There's this list by the IMF. I believe we should look into this list carefully. And of course, if you've been watching my videos and if you've been seeing the recent happenings, you will understand why Nigeria is taking this position. You would immediately understand why Nigeria has every right to be on the position as the fastest growing economy in the world. I even think Nigeria should be number one because Nigeria deserves to be number one. I stand with those Nigerians who believe that Nigeria can actually do better. What we are celebrating is not enough because there's a whole lot more in the country that the country can achieve. So I stand with those Nigerians. If you're one of those people who are not satisfied because you think the fact that Nigeria is doing okay doesn't mean Nigeria could not do better, I stand with you because what Nigeria possesses, what Nigeria has, it could do better. But for Nigeria to do better, We all need to believe in Nigeria. We all need to start investing in Nigeria, putting our money into the country, because every great economy has a strong private sector. Every great economy has a strong private sector. As a matter of fact, the private sectors run the biggest countries in the world. You get the point now. So let us take our time and go through the IMF list, and you'll be surprised to see that Nigeria is far ahead of America. Like America, according to the IMF list, allegedly, Nigeria is far ahead of America in the growth rate, in the economic growth rate. And countries like South Africa, they are not even anywhere near Nigeria on this list. Like like I told you, by the time we start going through the countries, Nigeria is doing better than them. Go even make you go think. For those of you who have decided to lose faith in Nigeria, you are thinking the best thing you can do to yourself is to just run away, relocate, travel, go anywhere else and abandon Nigeria. By the time you are done watching this video, going through everything I'm about to share with you in this video, you will start analyzing your options. You will start rethinking. A lot of people do not believe Nigeria can grow to become that big, that relevant, and that important. People don't believe in Nigeria. I don't know why. Why are people not believing in this great country? Despite all the opportunities, despite all the evidence that are there to show that there is no country that you can easily make money, you can easily become a billionaire, you can easily become wealthy like Nigeria in Africa. I'm talking about in Africa. No country at all can easily make you a billionaire, a millionaire in Africa, the way Nigeria will transform your life to within a very short period of time. I don't want us to waste too much time, guys. Let us go through this list, and you'll be shocked, you'll be marveled, you'll be amazed to see what Nigeria is actually capable of putting out. So, as you can see, fastest growing economies in the world 2025, and according to IMF, and this is according to the GDP growth. You understand? This is according to the GDP growth. We all know what GDP means, the gross domestic product of a country. So gross domestic product doesn't translate directly to wealth. A country can have a lot of GDP but still have a lot of poor people, because individual poverty doesn't have anything to do with the GDP of the country. It is about you positioning yourself as an individual. That's why I keep telling Nigerians, my brothers and sisters, massive opportunity there on ground. Position yourself. Position yourself, because if you position yourself with this economy Nigeria has, you have a higher chance of becoming wealthy, securing wealth, making money than any other country in the world. So this list is very, very interesting, because according to this list, India, are you surprised? No, let's be honest with ourselves. Are you surprised India is the fastest growing economy in the world? You cannot be surprised. So many companies relocated from China to India, and they are still doing so. Nigeria is only coming up. A lot of countries, because we say labor is cheap in China, try India. The cost of producing a t-shirt in China is far more expensive than producing it in India. So a lot of these companies ran away, and India's population is still growing. Meanwhile, the Chinese population has long fallen. As a matter of fact, China has one of the top countries that are dropping in population, because they know they agree marry, they know they agree born. Things are falling apart for the Chinese economy. So I'm not surprised that India is taking that position. The second country in the world with the fastest growing economy is of course China. We all see what is happening with the Chinese economy, how China is continuously working hard to overthrow America, to overtake America, to position itself as the top country in the world, as the main game changer where everybody runs to for goods, services, and so many other things. And China is not limited to production alone. These guys are into tech. They are into so many different things. You don't want to mess with China, man. You don't want to play with China. Even America knows that very, very well. So at this third and fourth position, this is where it gets interesting, because Nigeria is actually in tie with Saudi Arabia as the third or fourth fastest growing economies in the world. This is mind-blowing, right? Nigeria and Saudi Arabia, they are together in the same position. I don't know who decided to put Nigeria number 4, But as far as our gym they concerned, Nigeria is the third. Convert that Saudi Arabia to number 4. I don't care. If they are the same, why will you put Nigeria number 4? Somebody explained it to me. Explained it to me, IMF. Because you people always have this kind of ways of looking down on Nigeria and Africa. How can Nigeria be the same with Saudi Arabia, yet you carry Saudi Arabia, even if you go by alphabetically, put Nigeria before Saudi Arabia. N comes before the S. So Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned, is the third fastest growing economy in the world, not Saudi Arabia. Not Saudi Arabia, I repeat. That is the position Nigeria holds with 3% economic growth. 3% economic growth. Fantastic, incredible. A lot of people do not believe. A lot of people do not see this coming. After Nigeria, of course. So basically, everybody after there, Nigeria is doing better than them. Now, let me tell you the countries Nigeria is doing better than. Nigeria is doing better than Spain. Nigeria is doing better than all of Europe. Now, did I not tell you the other day, if you have been watching my videos, that Volkswagen and tons of other European companies, they are now relocating to build factories in Nigeria? Did I not tell you? How else are we supposed to shout it so you guys can understand and see the truth in what we are saying? If you are an unbeliever, oh boy, you have a problem. So Nigeria is growing faster than the entire Europe. That's why Europe is, of course, converging its energy towards Nigeria, running towards Africa, trying to establish a stronger bond and a stronger relationship with Nigeria. Nigeria is doing better than Brazil. Nigeria's economy is growing faster. So meaning that the economy in Nigeria now is doing better than Brazil. It's doing better than the United States of America. Hello? Far better than the United States of America. Nigeria's economy is doing far better than Russia. Doing far better than Canada. Doing far better than the UK. Doing far better than South Africa. Doing far better than Japan. And you can name the rest. So every other country in the world is far behind Nigeria, except we are talking of India, China. India, and what do these two countries have in common that are ahead of Nigeria? Population. The population of these two countries are far ahead of the Nigerian's population. So basically, you realize that the population of Nigeria is a major economic strength. The population of Nigeria is a major boost to the Nigerian economy, is a major factor to the economic growth. Because why are all the countries with top population being named amongst the top growing economies in the world? So if you're a Nigerian and you think the population of Nigeria is a problem, you're making a very big mistake. Think again better, because Nigeria is keeping everybody on the deck. Nigeria is one of the fastest growing economy in the world. And what do you do with this information? How does this information help you? The best thing to do with this information as a Nigerian now is to first of all understand the meaning of fastest growing economy in the world. It simply means there are more jobs being created, more opportunities being created, more factories being created, more resources to be exploited, more advantages. So what you need to do is to be grabbing, grab land, grab properties, start investing, start building, start anything you can start in Nigeria. Anything you can start in Nigeria will definitely be bringing you a whole lot of money into your pocket in the nearest future. So my dear brothers and sisters and Nigerians all over the world, wake up guys, wake up, stop sleeping. Take advantage of the beautiful, fast-growing economy in Nigeria. Invest so that you'll be counted amongst one of the billionaires in the future. It is what it is. Your boy Ajay Max on this one again. Smash notification bell, smash the like button. Come back anytime you're free, guys. Cause there's always more beautiful and amazing videos just for y'all. God bless y'all. Cheers.